What's going on, guys? King Trash here, back with another video on the channel, and today we didn't have any cooking because I forgot I did the Popeyes video earlier, therefore I didn't charge my camera. We move. Let me just explain to you a little bit what we do have though. Jerk marinated pork tenderloin, which we did in the pressure cooker for an hour and then the slow cooker for about 2 hours after that. So it is fall apart. You can see in the video that I'm touching the pork. You get the idea. It is very, very tender, and I'm drooling just looking at the thing. We just used some jerk spices, just like I make my jerk chicken, to be honest, but then we used a little bit of beef stock to do the cooking process, and so that is what we have there. And of course, the rice used a little bit of that same stock that we cooked the tenderloin in, and then we add a little bit of garlic, a little bit of cilantro, a little bit of lime, you know, gotta jazz it up a little bit, and then finally, y'all don't like these, but I do. We have roasted Brussels sprouts, also roasted butternut squash, and onions. Yes, onions. Y'all still here? I know nobody likes Brussels sprouts but me, but I'm gonna rock them till the wheels fall off. Of course, if you follow me on Instagram, you saw me post this in the story 2 days ago. I was gonna do it yesterday, but then I realized that nuggets came out, so I didn't eat, and then I had something in the afternoon. But you see them right here. Pop-Tarts, lemon cream pie. I am team lemon. I love lemon flavored stuff, lemon pound cake, lemon meringue pie, little lemon cookies, like all that stuff. I am here for it. So when I saw these, I said, oh, okay. I'm not the biggest fan of the mango they have, as well as I don't like banana cream, like banana flavored things. I'm not a big fan of, so I didn't get those, but I did get these lemon. These have been chilling in the freezer. There are 2 ways that I eat my Pop-Tarts other than just room temperature. One, obviously toast or microwave warm, but I do like to freeze certain flavors. And when I saw these, I said these might go better in the freezer. So I froze them. You never froze a Pop-Tart before, you haven't lived. You gotta freeze them. Especially brown sugar cinnamon. Here we go. Let's take one of these bad boys out. A little specky specks. What's up? All right. That's the Pop-Tart. Let's bust it open and see if it's lemony. Yes, it is. It smells delicious. Oh, it smells so lemony, man. So lemony. Like lemon pound cake almost. I don't know lemon cream pie, but ain't getting away from me. Come on now. Very lemony. I think what they were going for with the crust or the top was a bit of like the lemon cream, which is why it's kind of pale compared to the inside. You can see that. Is it still blurry? No, it's not. It does remind me of a lemon cream pie, similar to a key lime pie. It's got that citrus, but a little bit of that, like, same idea. I don't know who's eaten these before. But I'm fanboying, and we are eating both. 380 calories in junk. And I don't care. I'm still trying to figure out where they were going with that top. It was like a crust. They're trying to like resemble the crust of the pie. I think that's what they're doing with it. So I'm getting a hint of like a graham or like a little bit of like a crust kind of deal. Like, you know, like crumble crust that people make all the time. Everybody's that same tired ass pie crust. That's this. Welcome to the channel, where we eat dessert first. I like it. I shouldn't have gave the rest away. Have to get another box. Remove. If you're a lemon person, I say get them. Stick them in the freezer though. Don't heat them up. Stick them in the freezer. Cream pie, right? Stop. Cream pie, served chilled. cool it. You feel me? That's where I go with like how I do my Pop-Tarts. Like s'mores, you heat up. But that's the play. I'm not having another box. I gave them away. People ask me what I do with like all the extra stuff. Especially with individually wrapped stuff, I will give one, or in this case, they come in 4 individual packages. I give the other 3 away. This way it doesn't go to waste, and I'm not 500 pounds. That is what I do with this stuff. That's a very frequently asked question. Pan drippings, come on over here. Okay, I have a little bit of the pan drippings. Now, I did put them on here before, but I know somebody goes, oh, it's dry as hell. Like, trust me, it's not, but I'm gonna add a little more just so y'all can whet your appetite a little bit. But you can see that falls right off. You know, let's just, like, what are we saying with the dip, right? You understand what I'm saying? Right apart. That's what we're looking for. Now the only problem is, and I always have this issue, when I like to mix my rice, I need a spoon, because I like rice with a spoon. But we're just gonna have to use the fork and let it ride out for a second. Fork, you can't get none with the damn fork. But anyway, I love like the tenderloin like this. And now rice with the drippings, like a little bit. I do eat a lot of rice, huh? Oh man, yeah. All right, look away. Going in for the veggies. The roasted sprouts and squash. It's funny because it'd be these videos. Oh, that is good. The bitter, salty from the Brussels sprouts with the squash that's like, you know, a little sweet. Good balance. I love simple vegetables like this, man. But yeah, like, I already know it, I haven't checked, but the Popeyes chicken nugget, if you haven't seen that in this video before this, will get way more views than this video, right? And those same people be like, you eat junk food all the time, but they don't watch these. They don't care. If, like, when I make vegetables, because I tend to make them 2 or 3 times or more a week, you don't watch. Which, I'm not like saying, oh, you need to watch this, but if you look between the lines a lot of times, a lot of meals look like this. And I love eating this stuff as much as I love eating, you know, chicken nuggets. Sometimes, if not more. Like, I love chicken nuggets, but I couldn't eat them every single day. That's just, So, shout out to the ones that watch these, because you probably have an idea that I do not only eat just like fried chicken and stuff. Even though I love me some fried chicken, let me twist it. But I love this stuff just as much. Do y'all like squash? It's my first time getting any. But I use the air fryer actually to roast it instead of the oven. But it's still super. Of course I pulled the whole thing in my mouth and I was trying to rip it apart. Let's try it again. There you go. It falls right off, man. Super tender. I prefer sweet potatoes, but the squash is on sale. And it was like pre-sliced. You know, just like fresh squash. Say less. But yeah, I love this kind of food, man. But that's not all I love. And on the days you see me eating like you know, the highest rated and things like that. This is stuff I explain all the time, but, you know, there are new people coming to the channel, so thank you. Like, I appreciate that. And I don't mind saying it again. But there's a lot of those questions when I see in the comments. They're like, you know, how you eat Papa John's this day, that day. And I understand, because it looks crazy. But you don't see the days that I skip eating altogether, which I don't recommend. And I have to say this again, I say it all the time. Don't eat like me. Understand that there are a lot of sacrifices that I have had to make because I am now a content creator. So I have to do things to prepare that I wouldn't recommend anybody else do. Eat this though, but not like the, you know, chicken nuggets. Don't eat 24 chicken nuggets. But a lot of things have changed because of that. These types of meals that I normally made were double the size of this before I started making content on YouTube. I had more calories. I don't know. So my meal sizes have gone down. On the highest rated things, you probably noticed throughout the video that I don't finish everything. I'd give that away too. Trust me. People know when I'm filming and they know it's coming to their door. I make deliveries. So I don't waste the food, but I'm definitely not eating all of it. And most people who have foodie accounts will tell you the same thing. Like when you see people on Instagram, TikTok, even here, when they're doing, you know, trying new restaurants, trying this, and you see them with the spread in front of them, they don't eat everything. Sometimes I have people behind the camera that share with them. Some people will do what I do, which is I literally go and give it away. But you can't eat that kind of stuff. And you probably have noticed, and I've brought it up a bunch of times, but I haven't done an eating challenge in over, at this point, it's nearing 2 months, I would think. And that's because if I'm going to go do the unfiltered thing, which you guys are enjoying, I'm no longer fasting on Friday. So it'll have to be a week where I don't record or I don't eat. But I'm enjoying making content with my friend instead of sitting here with a food baby for the next 4 days and then having to adjust. But I don't eat anywhere near as much calories as I was eating when I was doing challenges. So it's allowed me to do a bit more of the highest rated stuff. Oh, this is just straight water. Normally I have like my drink mix and stuff, but with the Popeyes and now this, I wanted to just do more water and not anything else. Not that I went crazy on calories, because this isn't that high in calories, to be honest, but more because when I have stuff like that, especially during the day, I just don't like the way I feel. So, you know, you gotta adjust. I need my spoon, bro. Luckily, this is tender enough that I can kind of just smash it with a spoon and eat it. I don't know how people eat rice with a fork. I used to argue about that with my two friends in high school all the time. Actually, there's 4 of us, but we used to get Chinese food. There was a place like right around the corner from my school. A lot of times before like basketball practice or something, we would go hang out there. You know how friends have like stupid debates? I mean, we have stupid debates on here too, innit? But one of the biggest ones was, for some reason, it was me and one of my other friends. He was like a Dominican kid, he was from New York. So we had like that real heavy, like, I'm talking like Brooklyn, you know, accent. New Jersey's similar where I live, but it's not like carbon copy of like New York City. We do have a lot of similarities. In New York accent, he'd be like, bruh, who was the one that brought the word brick to me? Because I say it's brick outside. For for people not from this area, if you're from the NYC area, you already know what brick means. But brick means cold. Like, if it's brick outside, I'm gonna put y'all up in some East Coast, some like NYC, some greater New York slang. If you're not from this area, if somebody says brick outside, like, it's not just cold, it's brick. It's like beyond cold. Like, if it's brick, like you're gonna have to put on your jacket, like your bubble jacket, whatever you want to call it, your North Face, you know, your Parker, whatever you're putting on, your snorkel, as we call them anyway. He was the one that brought that. I was looking at a video on TikTok, actually. But anyway, we argued. I'm going all over the place. We used to argue about a Chinese place. Two things: fork and spoon and rice, and duck sauce versus soy sauce. I don't know why that was always a fight. I was always team duck sauce and team spoon, because you can't get the rice with the fork. I don't care what nobody say. But we sit there for hours talking about the same two damn things every single time. And it's funny now because I don't really eat a lot of duck sauce. I still like it. But now I think I don't really like put soy sauce in my rice either. But we used to get like the fried rice every time. Soy sauce or duck sauce. What I used to mess with, nobody else did. I used to like the hot mustard. You know, the little mustard you put on it? Just put that on there. What's another word that we use a lot? Mad. That's definitely a word. Like, mad means a lot of whatever. Or very is a better word to use. Like, if somebody was like, yo, it's mad brick outside. Like, it's not just brick, it's mad brick. That was a big one. Mad was one, like, mad is still used, but that was even used when I was a kid, like, forever. In the Midwest, people used to say hella, which I still say sometimes because I went to school out there. So, every once in a while, I'll be like, that's hella weird. And my friends are like, what? Because we don't say hella out here. We say mad. Or you can say OD, which is the same idea. Like, if you OD with something, like you're doing the most, like you're too much, it's over the top. You get what I'm saying? But I mean, other than that, I think a lot of words have kind of infiltrated everywhere. I can't even really, because it's just everyday, it's like slang speech, so I don't really think of anything off the top of my head. But brick is for sure, mad is for sure, OD is for sure. But other words everybody else uses now, like wildin', like, you know what I'm saying, people wild, like that's an everywhere thing now. Like if somebody's wildin', like you wildin'. But I think as it got popular because of like rap. You know, there's just because of the internet and stuff, like there's just a lot of influences where, like, the regional stuff, there's not much left because people say stuff from all over the place. You know, you look at like the whole drill music thing, but like there's drill music scenes all over the world now where, you know, people say, okay, it started with like Chief Keef or it started in the UK. I seen a Dutch drill music video. I didn't even know they were getting down like that. You know, but that scene just got real big like recently around here. And music, especially rap, just like goes through phases. You know, there was a point where like everything was West Coast, like everything. Everything was New York at one point. Everything was the South at one point. Like Houston got big at one point. Chicago, and then so on and so forth. Then it started getting even smaller and smaller, because now it's not just, you know, Atlanta, but then you got Florida, and then you got, so everybody's starting to kind of merge. But I think everybody still has their own little style that people get looked at funny if you're from somewhere else, which I went through in college. A lot of my teammates was from Florida. So I didn't even know people really did all the stuff that they was doing. Like, everybody had teeth, like a grill, you know, permanence, you know, mouthful of gold teeth, which you didn't really see around here. Like, it was rare to see something like that. Oh, they had wicks, like the crazy dreads. Some of them had them, some of them had the regular dreads. They used a lot of terms, but I had no idea what they was talking about. I figured out what a jit was real quick, which is a kid. I didn't know nothing. But I learned so much because I had 4 roommates, and they was from all different parts of the country. I had one roommate who was from Houston, and he put me on some music I didn't even know what was going on. You know, I knew about, like, I don't know if y'all old enough, but y'all remember like Mike Jones and like Paul Wall and Chameleon there. I had their mixtapes, like before they got big, because they got real big at one point. Like the Houston scene, like it started popping, Lil Flip and all them. But I was listening to like DJ Screw. Got another roommate from Louisiana, and the way he even spoke, I didn't know what the hell he was saying half the time. I didn't know this either, but he was from like Shreveport, like northern Louisiana, right? And he used to pronounce words with like a U, like a R. Like, I remember he was talking this one time, talking to a girl. You know, we was like at a party, and I looked at him 3 times because I couldn't believe what came out of his mouth. He said, "You beautiful." I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, she beautiful." I said, "It's a beautiful," but he that's how he said it. So he kept saying it over and over again, and we clowned for like a week after that. You know, he would listen to music. It wasn't no music; it was music. I had another roommate from Detroit. Same idea. It was just different. He looked like he was like one of Eminem's friends or something. The way he be talking. Felt like I was watching 8 Mile. And I had another one from Chicago. And I don't know the difference because he wasn't like Chief Keef type of Chicago. He was more like Common. You know Common? Common, tick, tick, tick. He was like him. He used to call people Joe and say things was cold. Like if something was dope, it was cold. And he would call you Joe. Like I didn't get it, but you learn so much stuff. He'd be like, "Yeah, in the Shy, Joe, it's cold." I'm like, "Yeah, it's cold. It's the Windy City, isn't it?" And I'm like, "Nah, like it's cold," because we wouldn't say that. But that's something that I really loved about being out of school and learning and having people just like put you on new stuff. Because I feel like no matter where I go, I still identify with that kind of stuff. Like, I remember like a little bit ago when I was out, there was somebody out there that was from Iowa. And we could talk about all this crazy stuff that nobody out here like even really knows about, you know. So get to know different people from all over the world, all over the country, like whatever, man. It just makes for good conversation and like the difference in culture and stuff. Like, we're all the same, we just say different words. Oh, I just love that stuff, man. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. That was good though. And after the Nuggets, I needed something like that. Told you I got my gallon of water right here. Hold on. No matter anyway, because highest rated is right back on deck. Because I got another thing I got lined up, and it is what it is. I think I don't drink water. Water be hitting the spot sometimes. It is what it is. Anyway, what's tomorrow? I don't even know what today is. Today's Tuesday? Tuesday. Y'all see this on Wednesday. So next time I see y'all be on Thursday. But you know what it is. Thank you guys so much again for the support. I'm sorry I didn't get the cooking part I didn't realize my camera wasn't charged, bro. I was recording earlier and I left it on. This is an L on my part, but we move. I love y'all. We'll be back tomorrow. More content. The hand signs, they made it to YouTube.